Let's get to Harold Pressley now, who is on the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline, former Sacramento King. Harold, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. Just your thoughts first on this past season, which I think exceeded all of our expectations.
I totally agree. I really thought it was going to be one of those seasons where we'll be looking at a lottery pick. And I was hoping for the big kid from France, but this was so much more enjoyable. It truly was a magnificent year. You had some people who really stood out, who just stepped into their own. Mr. Fox was unbelievable from start to finish. Truly an all-star, headed to a superstar. You're talking about another all-star in Sabonis. They had a fun year. It slowed down in the playoffs, but he learned a lot. So we just hope that he grows from that and get everything together in the summertime and come back and be ready for next year's playoff. And I thought Monk was just amazing. I did not know he was capable of what I saw this year. So shockingly surprising and absolutely wonderful to see what he had to do. But the team itself, with the coach, I thought Mr. Brown, obviously Coach of the Year, was magnificent. He deserved Coach of the Year, as well as the team deserved everything that all the accolades that they received. It was truly a magnificent year. I thought the management group really went after it the right way. So all in all, I would have to give it an A-, and we're going to bump that up next year when we jump into the conference finals.
When you talk about Mike Brown, the word culture gets thrown around a lot in the world of sports, and it becomes cliche almost. But can enough be said about the way that Mike Brown did a 180 with the Kings culture and expectations in that building?
You know, the whole thing, I think it really started from the top, and I've seen a change in the management group and treatment of people all around the arena and former players and the whole package. So it just leaked from him down into Coach Brown, down into the players, and they all caught a hold of what was going to happen and how it had to be in this new franchise type of scheme. And the entire place got it. From all the workers, I got a chance to speak to people who were up in the mezzanine, and the way that they were treating people there. It was all just one big family. It was truly a professional job all the way around. So it was. I'm telling you, it was a change that I did not see coming. So it was very pleasing to me.
Harold Pressley with us here on Cattles and Ramie Sactown Sports. Harold, what stood out to you the most about Keegan's rookie season?
You know, it's so beautiful that just to say his first name and have the whole crowd jump in and call out his last name. Have got to have a player like Keegan in his rookie year just feel so at home, so welcome. He had a phenomenal year. I know that it was a welcome to the playoff type of moment to go against obviously the Warriors, but in both rounds it just was one of those things where he learned a lot. But what an outstanding breakout year he had. I know taking him and putting him in the starting lineup, what might have been a little bit of a chance, but he got through it. And I know also, just like Sabonis, I know that he's grown from that. The game that he broke out and had the first 10 points of the game in the playoffs said a lot. He realized that he was struggling, and he had to find a way to get through that, and to, he had to battle. And not only battle, but you had to battle against the world champs. You had to battle against 4-time champs who knew what they were doing and got in his face, but he persevered. So I'm looking for big things from him. I'm looking for him within a couple of years to be an all-star as well.
You gave him an A- when you were breaking down the season earlier. And now it's the off season, and guys who do what Nick and I do, and fans everywhere, as the off season gets underway, we start, playing GM, armchair GM. You don't have to give a name, but as you were sitting there watching this Kings team this season, what's one thing you'd like to see him add to take that A- to an A+?
But you got to get somebody who's going to go in and be an enforcer. Somebody who's going to go and grab all those key rebounds that you needed. Obviously, to have Mooney get 22 or average 20 rebounds in the playoffs against the Kings, it can't happen. You obviously cannot win a game that way. You can't win a playoff series rather that way. You got to get somebody who can actually intimidate, as we see the Warriors are really struggling when they have to go in the middle and make a shot over somebody like an Anthony Davis. So you really need somebody who's going to intimidate, who's going to not even have that block shot, but alter shots and grab rebounds and put a body on somebody. Sabonis really struggled trying to keep Looney off the board, and he needed help, and there really wasn't any help around. So I would think that's the main thing that they have to get. That's the thing that I would really concentrate on. And we know that there are some players out there that the contracts are up, and why would you not want to come and play with this team that you know that they're actually going to move forward each and every year going on. What a great year, but we know that it can be even better with those improvements. And as you and I are sitting here talking about what they need, the GM knows exactly what they need. The whole organization knows what they need as well. We all watch the same thing, and we all believe the same thing. So I'm sure they're going to give it a heck of an effort to get exactly what they need. Whether it could actually be in the draft, we'll have to wait and see.
Harold, thank you for the time. It's much appreciated. Let's do this again soon.
I'm with you. Okay.
All
Enjoy.
right. Thank you. There goes Harold Pressley, former Sacramento King, on the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.